Up next, the Knicks taking on the Pelicans. For the New York Knicks, they've lost 5 out of the last 6 games, hoping to get back on track with a victory. Pelicans, Knicks on 2K Sports. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Castle is out there with Kate Cunningham. Then it's Cameron Johnson. Then there's Isaac Okoro. And it's Kessler in at the center position. And for the Knicks, Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Dyson Daniels. And it's Ayton in at center, filling out the middle. And this promises to be an up-tempo affair, Brent. Both teams aren't shy about getting out on the break.
I think about it, BA, are the coaches telling each of their teams tonight, look, as fast as we get out in transition, we have to do the same in terms of getting back in transition defense. Just slow them down 3 or 4 seconds to make them set up anything in the half-court offense, and ultimately that could win out here tonight.
New York shooting their first free throws of this game.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
Now here's Cunningham. Shoots over Curry. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
Yeah, Cade eager but not rushed that time, just jumping at the chance for the quick shot.
And there's a pick. Back to Curry. 4-3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Pass to Cunningham. Inside. Kessler, no good. Curry against Cunningham. Curry gets the bucket.
And that's Curry showing some of that toughness. Not going to shy away from contact.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City. Playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Kessler with a bucket.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Ayton passes to Curry. Over Kessel. Curry's shot is off. The Pelicans have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Kessler. Cunningham looking it over. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga.
You see the raw talent that Cade Cunningham has, and the hard work and the proper focus. This guy is capable of big, big things.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Now here's Cunningham. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Back to Kessler. Oh, Ayton with the block.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Cunningham. And again, New Orleans no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
LBA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Kuminga, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Curry against Cunningham. And first quarter. We're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Johnson. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. He can't get it to go. Knicks leading by 3. I'm being told we've got Shams Charania on the line with a developing story. Shams, what's the scoop?
Hey, Brian. The Timberwolves transaction just now public as Minnesota's front office is executing ahead of the trade deadline. They're plugging in Paul George to this franchise, and with that, an enormous degree of versatility. With the ability to exploit advantages at 3 positions on the floor, this team just became a lot more dangerous. And George is an enforcer who also has increased his three-point shooting in the latter half of his career. He's going to be a good option when this team needs a bucket, and he can really help you win.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us informed. Much appreciated, as always. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Checked in for Okoro. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Curry surveys. Oh, Kessler with the block. Outside Johnson. Kessler, a screen on Kuminga. Pass to Kessler. Curry against Cunningham. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And he makes it.
Just flat out playmaking from Cade. This is why he was picked first overall.
Curry with it, and Kessler picks him up defensively. And he gets that one. Curry's got 9.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pelicans. Puts up a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive. I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Well, Brent, the Pels bowing out to the Thunder in the first round last season. Not a bad showing, though.
Yeah, no shame in that. You lose to the #1 seed in the Western Conference. They have a great collection of young players and just need to spend more time together to try to take that next step one change could take them from a playing game to home court advantage this season.
Now here's Kessler, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game.
Just getting it to the ready-to-fire guy. That's great recognition from Cade.
Here's Daniels, trailing by 2. Kessler with a rebound. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Cunningham against Curry. Here's Hardaway. He's scoreless. Back to Kessler. Pass to Johnson. There's the triple. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And the basket by Curry.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And Cade getting up that time.
Here's Curry. And it's blocked by Kessler. Cunningham up top. Give him 8. Misses from short range.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for New Orleans. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back after this word.
Money machine. He said he like a type of believe and he want to know if it's weed. Maybe next time my feet in my pocket, then you are.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from New Orleans, what do you guys think?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
So for New Orleans right now, Jonas Valanciunas out there with Filipowski. Then there's Okoro, then it's Bones Highland, and it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard position. New York trailing. Here's Conley, and the layup falls.
Now this is just too easy for Conley. The D can't allow him to get this close to the basket.
Well, New Orleans shooting around 41%. Highland against Conley. And the basket by Highland. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
And that one's good from Conley. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Highland, and he drives in. And a missed layup. And New York shooting about 47%. A nice number. Conley passes to Lawson. Here's Connect, guarded by Okoro. 16 feet out. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. The Pelicans trail. Pass to Highland. Valanciunas with it. True on the 14-footer. Valanciunas has got his first points of the night. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Now here's Highland. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Pass to Filipowski. Outside Hardaway. Beyond the arc. Williams grabs the board. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Highland. The 3 is up. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Here's Lawson. He takes it in. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Okoro with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Daniels checked in for New York. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's Arabia. Fades away and sinks a tough shot. Arabia's got his first 2 points.
And able to regain the lead there.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. The Knicks have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Well, Brent, after ups and downs, it seemed like New Orleans is really trending in the right direction.
Their path has not always been easy. It's a bit indicative of the city itself. It's a resilient place with resilient people that take a lot of pride in the comeback. So this team has had personnel changes, coaching changes, injuries, but the Pelicans have certainly become a team in the past couple seasons where the future is much brighter than its past.
Here's the Arabia. Back to Cunningham. The 3-ball. Cunningham confident in his range.
And that's Cunningham coming back with the rapid response.
Now here's Williams. On the wing, Curry. He's watched by Cunningham. McGee a screen. Clock at 6. And he can't jam it through.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Here's the Arabia. Pass to Filipowski. Got it. And now a 3-point New Orleans lead.
Now their plan working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
And here is Williams. To the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Big slam by Murphy. His teammates encourage him to be aggressive, to make plays like that.
Pass to Filipowski. Back to Cunningham. Oh, McGee with the block. Out to the wing. The 3 from Curry. Money! Stephen Curry, the 3-point king. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
So far, they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on the fast break add to your total.
I've been looking for a reason. I think I'm done season. Now I'm ready for my season. Blow my cake out like a candle. 15 flop on the dick like a scandal. Pop the wheelie with no handle. Treat that dick like instrumentals. He gon' give me hella face time. In between my waistline. Bigger than a drink line. Pretty and I'm feeling fine. Say what your name is. Everybody know who the brain is. Big lips, real titties, big juicy booty in a white city bitty. I'm the real H-Town Hyatt. Everything tight, but he gotta do is stop it. All of them hoes look creepy. Everybody know I'm the hottest shit.
In a hurry.
And the Pelicans making a change here. New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. B.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks. Daniels. Off target with the three.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. A minute 20 left to play in the second quarter.
Speed is clearly an important part of Daniels' defense, helping him stick to his man and not give up an open shot.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Cunningham passes to Johnson. Back to Cunningham. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Okoro, the defensive effort. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Cunningham outside. And again, New Orleans no good.
He'd love to make him pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Here's Daniels. He's covered by Kessler.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
And stolen by Cunningham. Pass to Kessler. Okoro outside. Here's Castle. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
For the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot.
Hey, folks, and welcome. This first half has been the Stephen Curry show. He has just been everywhere. Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more money, Ernie, than I did in my playing days, especially if you consider that all guys do is dunk and shoot threes, and as many threes as I did, oh, my God.
Yeah, and I'd be out there getting every rebound and slamming Kenny's bricks for the putback slams, because none of these bigs today want any piece of prime diesel.
So let me get this straight. You would both be amazing. What a shock. And now revisiting that first half for Steph Curry, he was lights out.
Sometimes you show up to the game and you just feel it, Ernie. Like, that's how it looked tonight, showing the range and doing it consistently.
I know I'm feeling it. What about you, Kenny?
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
I don't know what it is, but I feel it. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
We've got Trey Murphy, Dyson Daniels out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kuminga in at the 4. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half.
That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
New York has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Back to Daniels. On the wing, Curry. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Curry's got 20.
Well, Curry doing it again. The quickest releases we've ever seen.
Here's Castle. No points so far. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman. You love the frame and the length Castle brings to the guard position.
Here's Daniels. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Cunningham against Curry. Lets the 3 fly, and Ayton pulls it down.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Kuminga, the pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Outstanding find from J.K. Kuminga's all-around game continues to evolve.
Pelicans trail by 5. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Down low. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Knicks leading by 3. Pass to Ayton. Ayton with a screen. From deep 3-point range. Rebounded by New Orleans. Cunningham's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Castle. He's covered by Curry. Here's Castle. Checking the numbers. He's averaging close to 15 a game. Here's Okoro. Now here's Kessler. Six to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Well, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Curry passes to Kuminga. Back to Curry. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
It's a wonderful use of the pump fake. Who is it that's not going to respect Steph Curry faking you out on a shot attempt?
He's made all of his free throws to this point. 3 of 3.
He had a really rough game at the line last time out. He struggled to get anything to drop.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Pass to Castle. Back to Okoro. With the teardrop. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And Okoro, he plays determined, but he also plays very physical, so he's going to draw fouls from anywhere.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A new lineup here for New York. The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. New York leading by 3. And here's Conley. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Launches it. New York no good that time either. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. Here's Castle. That one goes in.
Comfortable with the ball in his hands, the rookie Castle just goes to work on them with the dribble move.
Jenkins. Williams, a screen on Johnson. Outside, Williams. Conley with the ball. Here's Lawson. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And it's a Okoro penetrating. The shot that time not on target. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Jenkins. Conley against Cunningham. The kick out to Williams. Over to the left wing. Jenkins. And the three off target. For New Orleans, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. And here's Cunningham. Kessler, a screen on Conley. Cunningham against Conley. The kick out to Johnson. Clock at 4. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists tonight.
It's what makes Johnson so difficult to guard. He's got that quick trigger.
Pass to connect. Outside, Williams. Here's connect. Williams with the screen. Into the lane. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And because of his energy and physicality, Connect draws a lot of contact out there.
Kuminga, he's checked in for New York. Curry comes in for Mike Conley. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Pass to Valanciunas. And here's Highland. He's covered by Curry. Johnson for 3. The Knicks with the rebound. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Curry against Highland. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Bones Highland.
Yeah, how about that finish by Steph there? He's just a master at altering his shot. After he hears the whistle and gets the contact, and finishes.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in this game. The Knicks making a switch here. Jackson is checked in. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Williams. Here's Highland. Pass to Filipowski. A minute 22 left in the third. Jackson against Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Highland. Counted from distance. Highland's got 5.
Absolutely fearless at the arc. Highland will not hold back if he gets an opening.
Pass to Ayton. It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. 50 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's Filipowski. 5 on the clock. Now Highland from deep. And they recover it. Now here's Johnson. Defended by Jackson. Filipowski to pass to Valanciunas. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Hardaway for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. New York has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Curry against Highland. Now Curry. From deep. Off target from downtown. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's New Orleans leading by a point. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. So the Pelicans 5 right now. We've got Jonas Valanciunas, Owens Highland out there with Tim Hardaway. Then it's Filipowski, and it's LaRavia in the small forward position. Pass to Hardaway. Here's LaRavia. Hardaway with a screen on Kuminga. Highland's got space. Nails the wide open jumper.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Kuminga. Here's Lawson. On the wing, Curry. Nifty move. Oh, Curry, what a tough finish.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's LaRavia. And here's Highland from downtown. Hauled in by McGee.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
And the basket by Curry.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And the Pelicans making a change here. Hayes is checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy levels, saying to his guys, we're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Highland, he's checked in for New Orleans.
Valanciunas, a seasoned veteran now that you basically can count on as a double-double guy, even in limited minutes. He really does a great job of patrolling the paint.
Right side Curry takes the three. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now. Outside Highland. Pass to Valanciunas. Over to the wing. Here's LaRavia. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
Valanciunas does a great job of surveying the floor and willing to find the open man. Nice extra pass. Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Curry against Highland. Hardaway, the pass to Filipowski. Highland with it. He's covered by Curry. Outside Highland. And a miss there on the triple. New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Curry. Look at Curry. Shake it off the contact.
What else can you say about Steph Curry? Simply one of the greatest shooters we've ever seen.
Pass to Valanciunas. Here's LaRavia. Here's the three. And it's New York with a rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 11. Outside Curry. No good on the three. Pelicans trail by 3. Outside Highland. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Highland's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Could come down the selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
Outside Kuminga. To the left wing. Curry against Highland. And there's Curry on the assist by Ayton. Curry's got 38 points.
They're playing very well here in the second half. I mean, their shooting percentage is now over 50% from the field.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Pelicans going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
Johnson for three. Gets the three ball to go. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Okoro showing his ability to find an open teammate.
Pass to Kuminga. Here's Daniels. Now Curry. He's watched by Cunningham. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And New York has possession. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, you don't want to put Curry at the line. That's just dangerous and pretty much 2 points. Stephen, the best free throw shooter ever.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Here's Castle. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Johnson. Here's Castle. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Dyson Daniels, when he steps onto the court, he's got a hunger to make an impact, and he's trying to put his team in position to win.
And the second free throw is good. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. They trail by 3. Pass to Johnson. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, rejected by Ayton. Now here's Curry. Guarded by Okoro. Curry's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 3. Cunningham with the ball. To the wing, right side. Deflects the pass. New Orleans has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. 2 on the clock. And it's New York with a rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And here's Curry for 3. On target from range. Curry's got 43 points.
Oh, man, the baby-faced assassin stepping up right there. Such a great score, and what a situation for Steph to get it done.
Kessler a screen. Castle for 3. It falls! What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Oh, the young man showing composure down the stretch. Big points from Castle in a big moment.
Pass to Ayton. Here's Curry. He's watched by Cunningham. Ayton, a screen on Cunningham. Curry passes to Ayton. Yes!
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
Curry against Cunningham. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge, asking for a review. This could be a big call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many
Video review under NBA rules. The officials
after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both free throws good from Cunningham.
Hey, a steady hand at the line in a tough situation. He narrows it to a one-possession game.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
New Orleans calls timeout. 23 seconds left in the fourth. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Here's Cunningham.
You gotta love what Cade Cunningham, as a young star, is bringing to this game.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Okoro outside. The 3. And Aiden pulls it down. And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Pass to Castle. A deep 3. So New York wins it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Number 2, DeAndre Ayton. At forward, at 6'8", number 25, Trey Murphy. At guard, at 6'7", number 5, Tyson Daniels. At guard, at 6'2", number 30,
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Chicago Bulls. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony. A look at the Bulls starting lineup. They've got Ivica Zubac. Gary Payton II is out there with Durant. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Brown in at the 2. And for the Knicks, Trey Murphy is out there with Kuminga. Then it's Curry. Then it's Daniels. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now Daniels, Ayton in the high post. And here's Daniels. Out to the right wing. Just 2 to shoot. Puts up a 3. And it's Ayton missing. And so Poole will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Durant kicks to Payton. Here's Zubac. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
Here's Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of this first team foul. The first one falls.
Stephen Curry at the line, 2 shots.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
KD passes to Zubac. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Shot clock at 6. Durant deciding where to go with it. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. During our talk, I asked Coach what makes Kevin Durant one of the best scorers ever. He told me it's insane that a 7-footer has that much skill. Kevin truly is one of a kind. Now, no one can stop him one-on-one. We need a team effort. Of course, KD's going to the Hall of Fame, and he's still giving opponents nightmares late in his career. Guys?
Thank you, David. Daniels with it, working on Zubac. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Payton, and Payton throws it down hard.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Brown's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great time. On the contest.
Text book. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Outside, Kuminga. Back to Daniels. Kuminga with a wide open look. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Poole. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. KD's shot is off. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. A shot by Curry, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Zubac, the basket. Poole trying to find Durant. He's got it now. Pass to Zubac. It's rebounded by Kuminga. New York trailing. Here's Curry, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Curry's got 6.
Well, don't underestimate Curry because of his size. This guy does a great job absorbing contact and still finishing.
Curry against Poole. Zubac, a screen on Curry. Drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And let's swing it over to Shams Charania, who has the latest scoop on activity in the Western Conference.
Thanks, Kevin. The Timberwolves transaction just now public as Minnesota's front office is executing ahead of the trade deadline. They're plugging in Paul George to this franchise, and with that, an enormous degree of versatility. With the ability to exploit advantages at 3 positions on the floor, this team just became a lot more dangerous. And George is an enforcer who also has increased his three-point shooting in the latter half of his career. He's going to be a good option when this team needs a bucket, and he can really help you win.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update.
Well, there's evidence all over the floor of how well Stephen Curry runs this team. He does a good job keeping them at their pace and making all the right decisions.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Williams, he's checked in for Durant. Martin comes in for Peyton. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Christian Brown. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Jordan Poole. Zubac finds Alexander Walker. Williams for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And there's 1:45 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Curry. And it's McConnell with the rebound. Chicago has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing, and those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team.
Here is Daniels, defended by Alexander Walker. Curry against McConnell. 6 on the shot clock. Williams against Kuminga. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to McConnell. Now, here's Zubac. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's McConnell. And the 3 off target.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Here's Curry. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Now, here's McConnell. Scoreless thus far. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Here's Zubats. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And it looks...
The previous play is under review.
Get the basket off in time.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it, I know the rest.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bulls lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. We've got Williams, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Durant, and it's Hayes in at center. Pass to Conley, over McConnell. Misses off the right iron. Chicago leading by 5. Here's Alexander Walker. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from. It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps you perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it...
The previous play is under review.
Of technology, we've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this.
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
There's a screen to the wing right side. Pass to connect. Drills the three-pointer. Connects. Got 5 now.
You have to stay attached to connect. He's a terrific off-ball threat.
KD on the wing. Back to McConnell. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. So New York ends up going with the new group. The Bulls also changing it up. Payton, he's checked in for Williams. And Poole subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Pass to Kuminga. Curry against McConnell. Curry's shot is off.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Oh, the form and the touch and the mid-range from DeAndre Ayton. This guy is special.
Pass to Hayes. It's rebounded by New York. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Curry, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Hayes, and Christian Brown subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
For Chicago, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Here's Curry. The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside.
There is nothing Steph Curry can't do on the floor. He is a Hall of Famer, and right now the defense has got to find a way to get him off balance.
Brown, the pass to Durant. Shoots over Kuminga. Here's Zubac. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Pass to Daniel. Here's Ayton. Looking for Kuminga. He gets it there. Back to Ayton. Shoots over Zubac. Ayton. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here is Poole. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Such a wide open look. KD's got the lead up to 8 now for Chicago. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
The Knicks making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Bulls making a switch here. McConnell's checked in.
Give yourself a round of applause.
And so it's New York with it, trailing here by 8. Jackson passes to Curry. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, how often do we see when Steph Curry goes to the up fake, the defender goes flying right by him or has to foul?
And both free throws good for Curry.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Pass to Zubac. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Zubac has got 4 this quarter.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Chicago leading by 8. Here's McConnell, guarded by Curry. And McConnell gets it to go.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And talk about victors and guys who play with their strength. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin, a 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
Zubac with the screen for Poole. They get it back. Another shot. And it's Zubac laying it in. Zubac has got 10 points.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
It's Curry outside. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Attention fans, now on the court is your Knight squad. Get loud and
1:11 left to play in the first half. Pass to McConnell.
make some more noise.
Poole on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Over Daniels. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Poole. And so Poole will bring it up for Chicago. They've led by as much as 10. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Williams is checked in for New York.
Number 35, Robert Williams.
40 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to Poole. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Curry with it. 19 points in the game. Ayton a screen on McConnell. Curry outside. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
Poole up top. Over Daniels. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
Acclimating to the league is not that easy. These guys are already accepting the challenges and the rigors of the NBA, and they're crushing it. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which rookie might take even another step and separate himself from the pack. And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Chicago Bulls.
Their bench hasn't.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. We've got Connect, Conley out there with Williams, and it's Jenkins in at the power forward. And here's KD for 3, nailed from three-point land.
Boy, no hesitation right there. You see Kevin Durant assertive on the offensive end.
And it's Conley penetrating. Yes, that goes in. Conley's got his first points of the night. Chicago leading by 8. Now Poole to the left wing. Here's Brown. Lawson defending. Lock at 6. To the paint. KD, that's for 2. Rebound by Williams. New York shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Conley dishes to Jenkins. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Outside, Payton. Back to KD. KD, so efficient in there.
It's not just that Kevin Durant scores it. It is the efficiency with which he does it. This guy, you can lean into him on the offensive end.
Conley's shot is off. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Now, here's Zubac. Not a lot of room. Outside, Payton. Zubac with the screen for Payton. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now it's an 11-point Bulls lead.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Payton's gone 1 of 2 shooting from 3. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Outside Curry. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Here's Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Zubac.
Despite what is a lock Hall of Fame career, Stephen Curry has no let-up. He is chasing excellence.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The
ruling on the floor is overturned.
Real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's called about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the dunk by Zubac.
What a monstrous performance from Ivica Zubac, putting it together nicely.
So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant. Now, Kevin Durant is such a difficult check, right? You've got to guard against the shot, and this is where he can draw contact and make it so difficult.
And New York making a change here. Ayton's checked in. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the Bulls. It's Curry outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Here's McConnell. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. McConnell's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls. Here's Curry. Beating the contact with agility. Curry.
Well, you keep the defense off guard with a suddenness there. The burst on the drive by Stephen Curry.
Here's McConnell. And the rejection by Ayton. And now here comes Daniel. Leading the break. The lead now cut to single digits. He's got 5.
Not everyone has the green light to take that free in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
And here is Durant. He's got 14. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Boy, how about that touch on the roll by Zubac? Nice finish.
Curry looking around. Pass to Ayton. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Bulls leading by 9. Outside Durant.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the third quarter. Now here's Poole. He's covered by Daniels. Zubac. Poole no good. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Durant no good.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Strong finish by KD.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Off the left rim and out. For Chicago, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. 56 seconds left in the third. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Durant's got 10 points in just the second half.
One of the most efficient two-point shooters in the history of the game, Kevin Durant from the mid-range.
Curry can't get it to go.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Poole. Good, nice job down low. Poole's got 7 points.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Ayton on the money from 12 feet away. He's got 8.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
You guys got to read the ball better. Stay in your stand. Read the ball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Chicago to start the fourth. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Williams is out there with Jackson Hayes. It's T.J. McConnell, and it's Durant in at the 3. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. The shot. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Ayton's got rebound number 15 here tonight. To the inside. On the wing, Daniels. Now here's Durant. Inside, McConnell. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got 6 assists here tonight. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, Ayton's reach is absolutely incredible. Great anticipation. That is nice defense. Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Stripped away. Jumps up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Alexander Walker passes to Williams. 6 to shoot. Goes back up. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Conley's shot is off. Bulls leading by 13. Alexander Walker passes to Williams. Here's Durant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. KD's got 14 points here in the second half.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Lets it go from 14. Jackson misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Bounce pass from McConnell. Williams passes to Alexander Walker. Back to Williams. Pass to McConnell. Over Jackson. Count it from 12. McConnell's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Connect. Defended by Alexander Walker.
Rising up. Dalton Connect.
The Bulls leading by 15. KD passes to Hayes. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Looking back at the 2019 draft, Jordan Poole was pick number 28. And Doris, he's already experienced the highs and lows of the NBA.
Well, Kev, let's remember that was a stacked draft class, and I think what you've seen from Jordan Poole is this incredible ability to hunt shots, to be willing to be a focal point on the offensive end. Let's remember, he's won a championship in his career, and that's something you can never take away.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for New York. Chicago also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Jackson Hayes. Gary Payton comes in for Alexander Walker. And Christian Brown subbed in for T.J. McConnell. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. And it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. We'll see if those words work, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%. Beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Payton's shot is off. Knicks trail by 17. Here's Curry. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
We talk often about Steph Curry's knack for scoring through contact, his ability to maintain concentration, take the hit, and finish. Truly a thing of beauty.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Poole. Here's Brown. Wants to get it to KD and does. And that one is good. KD's got 16 points here in the second half.
Yet another monster night for Kevin Durant, one of the best scoring forwards in the history of the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Durant, defense right on him. And the layup is good. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Second team foul.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Off the inbound. Here's Poole. And Curry pulls it down. Knicks trail by 14. Fires it up. Good! Curry, so dangerous in transition.
Well, as hard as Curry plays, to me it's an underrated aspect of his game. Gets out and gets after it in the open floor.
Poole finds Payton. Over to the wing. Bulls moving the ball around. Durant up top, 5 to shoot. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. That's 28 points for Kevin Durant.
KD, if you allow him to spot up, the easy money sniper will not miss.
And the basket by Curry.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Bulls leading by 11.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Bulls.
The key here, guys, were second chance points.
And they pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for KD.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Up top, Curry, guarded by Poole. Three-pointer. And it's Durant with the rebound. Here's Chicago. They lead by 11. Pass to Zubac. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very... All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
Listen,